City of Demons contains potentially triggering content, including car accidents, guns, and harsh language. Please listen with discretion.
Greetings, programs. In our last episode, Gwen X and Rev X attended the end-of-cycle threat and won a valuable light runner in a game of hidden identities. Now they must finish copying level 2 access from Bash's identity disk and escape so they can plan their next move. This is City of Demons. Episode 8, Function Overload.
Oh gosh, I got real small during that, just trying to be very invisible. So I say to Brett okay, so that took a negative turn. Do you think they're onto us?
If they were, would he have done that? If things turn south real quick, I'll run interference. I'll try to axle folium and buy you some time to get out of here.
What does that mean? You're gonna put a banana in his tailpipe?
Well, or I'll just start drawing a crowd with how enthusiastic I am that he's here and how he's the best, person ever, and how it's all for Amicus and Amicus is wonderful, and just putting all focus on me so you slip out the back with Flo if need be.
I don't think you've been made yet. I think
we're fine.
And aren't you supposed to be working for him too?
But I thought
that's why I'm saying if things go south, I'll go approach him as an employee, as an enthusiastic employee, and if that buys you both time to split, we can meet back at Ober's.
Yeah.
But right now we're fine. Don't have to worry about that. Let's see what happens.
She kind of indicates that she's done copying the disc.
We'll slip it in the right under the bar, or right in there behind some bottles.
You kind of feel that same magnetic attraction again towards Flo.
Yeah, we'll definitely shake her hand.
So,
and
yeah, high five and transfer that over.
Elbow.
I just hold her hand.
Sure. She takes your hand and kind of squeezes it back, reassuringly back, and kind of smiles making progress.
Or do we just sort of slip it under the couch nearby, just with the foot, kind of whatever. The sooner we can get rid of it out of our hands.
Sure. So Flo kind of looks over to the side and she sees one of the discarded trays that was carrying drinks. Or a stack of them, and she kind of slips the disc in between the trays.
Cool.
Okay. Ready to get out of here?
Yeah, let's
execute 23 Skidoo.
Let's split.
Okay.
And as we get out, I throw down my brand new Night Splicer.
Okay, do that.
I don't know how many it fits, but I'm hoping it fits 3.
It fits, 4. It's a 4-seater, so. Yeah, you're cruising around in style.
Ain't she a beaut?
Nice vehicle. And yeah, you jump in it and you kind of zoom off again. So you head back to Ober's, presumably, and or back to the hideout. Flo's that was awesome. That went so well.
I hope so. I'm still pretty nervous about the whole thing.
Yeah, very much.
The way you played that game, that was just, gosh, you could have fooled me that you were not from one of these, from this place.
I feel like it might be a little bit easier looking from the outside in. There's a different perspective when you're using a computer and all of the systems and all of the programs.
There was something that Alan 1 did. Well, never mind. It's okay.
Wait, what? No, what were you gonna say, Flo?
Well, I know that you would probably like to be able to communicate with Eric in more, real time rather than having that delay. And I know that one thing that Alan did was he would underclock the CPU on the system, and that would allow us to kind of like have more of a real-time exchange of information.
Huh.
With him on the outside and me on the inside.
Well, I could certainly send him a message and see if he's into that. So I take off my disc and I start tapping to Eric, like, "Hey, Eric, maybe we could message faster if you underclock the CPU, and then like send that, and then like also we have level 2 security clearance. Is there any kind of hacking way to bump up our levels to 5? Question mark. Just seeing if I can like cheat that somehow."
So yeah, you all continue your ride back to Flo's place, and you go inside, and after a little bit you get a response back.
Huh. I don't think I can circumvent the layered security of the MCP. I already tried. That makes sense. Shit. I think we could possibly underclock the CPU, but it might be risky. I would have to turn off the grid. Oh, Jesus.
I don't think that's what they want.
So that you could interface with the CPU directly. I'm not sure how that wouldn't... Flo, if the grid gets turned off, does that kill everybody, including us?
No, it wouldn't kill you, but it would remove that layer of interface. It's kind of difficult to say with the construct of your mind how it would interpret the system without the grid being active.
Jeez. I don't know about that.
That seems even riskier than
anything
than
we're doing?
underclocking it. Yeah.
I guess our information wouldn't be lost, but if it goes off and it goes back on, we just won't know what state it's in. We won't know if we'll even recognize anything anymore.
Because it's basically resetting the universe? Is that what that's like?
I guess so.
I don't think it's like resetting the universe. I think it's just...
turning it off and on again?
So I made the comparison earlier of it like being like a translation service. It would be as if the translator was turned off and suddenly you were interpreting a language that you didn't understand.
Then when the grid is off, we have no understanding of how to navigate or speak, or it becomes even more...
Your experience would be much more like what I experience in my natural state.
This grid is for our benefit to navigate and understand.
So we don't know what it would do to our brains even.
Mm-hmm.
Could be like like going into like 4th dimensional space or 2-dimensional space, but we're 3-dimensional beings.
Yeah.
I realize I've said that and I don't even know if Brett's gonna really understand what that means.
I've read comics.
Shit. Well, I typed to Eric, any luck with Alan 1? Question mark.
I mean, for us, it's been a few hours, but for him, it's probably just been a minute.
Yeah.
He'd be like, I literally just opened up a tab. What do you want? Just calm down.
I guess I might also type BTW MCP is Skynet.
Oh no.
Proceed with caution! Exclamation mark, all caps.
Proceed with caution.
God fucking damn it. This is an insane night. So we're back at Flo's place. Pacing around. Yeah, Flo, I don't know if we should turn off the grid for that purpose alone. But and I look at her wall to see if it's clear who the third person is for security level.
For level 3?
Yeah.
So she tells you that there's a program named Devil who's the champion of the games at the Interlever Coliseum, and that he is the one who's in possession of the level 3 access to the MCP.
Great. Well, Brett, want to play some video games from the inside out?
No. If you die in the game, you die in reality. Oh, man.
Its name's Devil, Brett. How do you feel about that?
I just got comfortable with demons. Now we're going for the devil. Oh. How the hell? All right. How the hell are we supposed to do this? This seems even more, as expected. This seems even more complicated and inherently risky. Because of the games, that's where they're doing the. It's Coliseum. I'm assuming it's like deathmatch, right? This is a blood Coliseum. It's dangerous. It's very public. And if we roll up in a souped-up car, I don't know how much attention. I don't know. I have no idea.
Maybe you get to race in the souped-up car.
Oh,
Death Race 2000.
Maybe. I don't want to die. This death race. It's like, yeah, sign up for the death race, Brett.
Okay. You're not gonna die. We're not gonna die. We're gonna do this. We've got this. We're users. We can do whatever we want. Sort of.
Does the devil do social calls? Can we just pay him a visit and ding dong ditch as he wakes up and he opens the door and we put him to sleep and then we just grab the disc and run and then Flo does her thing?
I mean, maybe. If we can get in. When's the next games, Flo?
They run every couple of millicycles, so shouldn't be hard to find one.
And is he like master of ceremonies or he's just the boss?
He's the champion.
Oh, he's the champion. Oh, vey.
Well, what kind of games are these, Flo?
The games that they mostly run in this particular Coliseum is called the Reclamation Derby. Basically, programs take highly modified vehicles and attempt to break pieces off of each other's to reclaim the bits. And then there's a prize pool for whoever is the last vehicle standing, so to speak.
Well, we happen to be above a garage, right?
Yes.
So we could soup up the Night Splicer even more and kick some ass. Is there a driving skill on here? I don't see one.
Piloting is
There's piloting. Yeah.
I don't have that. Do you have that?
piloting.
It's under coordination.
No, but
My coordination's very bad. What's your coordination?
my coordination's average.
Okay. Hey, Flo.
What's your coordination, Flo?
If we have these functions installed, is there a way for us to get specific functions? Like, could I be better at driving?
So, yeah, of course. I mean, there's functions for all kinds of different things. And if we went down there, we could probably find a program that has a function that specifically enhances driving. But she kind of tugs back on her courier gloves a little bit. I think my driving skills probably speak for themselves.
Yeah.
You were very good out there. Yeah, I just wasn't sure if, if you want to
Risk
enter
that?
into this this deathmatch derby thing.
I'm here to do a job. Sometimes you got to get dirty.
I like her. She was scary, but maybe she's a good kind of scary. I say to Brett.
If you want to cut her loose, then yeah, we could soup up the Night Splicer, enter her in, and all you got to do is get close, right? Like, all you got to do is get close to Devil.
Well, I think you should ride with me. I think we should all ride together.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, cause do people have guns on the
vehicles?
on the vehicles and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do people hijack other people's vehicles?
Oh, yeah. So I will say this, from what I know about the games, de-resolution of programs, they do their best to avoid it. It has happened before, but they try to take precautions to prevent that from happening. This is a reclamation derby. It's not some, barbaric death match or something.
Oh, okay. That's not so bad.
The reason that people do this, they bring their souped up vehicles to this derby, Those vehicles are worth a lot of bits. A lot of memory goes into plating armor on them, weapons and things like that. So the more expensive vehicle that you bring in, the more you have to lose, but also the higher chance that you get of getting something back. Bringing a VL1 Night Splicer in would be a very expensive vehicle. I mean, maybe it would make more sense to sell it and get something that's more, appropriate for this type of competition. Or you could take that vehicle, it's very fast, and soup it up and bring some weapons with us and
Sure.
But if it's my understanding correctly, the value of it is how much of it can be shaved off before it explodes. So the more valuable something is, the more hits it can take. So it's not even about armor. It's about the whole derby is about shaving bits off of everybody. And if we walk in there with the biggest bits in one lump sum, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. I just want to be sure that we're not taking like
a Mercedes to the demolition derby.
Yeah.
But if we soup it up with extra stuff.
Well, but then also can we afford to soup it up?
I mean, there's a lot. I mean, can we afford? We got costumes for ourselves all the time. I don't see why we can't take the wrench and just start adding stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if that's possible, then absolutely.
Well, let's take the.
Maybe we need materials to do that, like raw bits, or at the very least.
Well, let's take it to the garage and experiment.
So you would need more memory to add more memory to it, but yeah, you could modify its parameters with what you have to work with.
Right. Keep the speed, lower the flash maybe, and put in some weaponry, some offensive stuff, or give it some lift, or
I mean, we have our own weapons too,
such as they are. Yeah.
Just roll down the window.
You could mount your rifle onto the front of the car.
I mean, if there's three of us in the car, it's almost better to have people just with the weapons, because having to aim with your vehicle as opposed to just.
Sure. Yeah.
Who runs that garage downstairs, Flo?
It is a program named Glitch.
Well, do you think that Glitch should help us out with this project?
Sure, I would say there's probably a good chance.
What if she puts up the bits to fix up the car? She keeps the winnings.
That could be rad. Are the winnings is the memory, right?
Yeah.
But we don't care about that. We just
Right.
want the shot at the devil's Diablo's.
Getting close to that
ID.
devil disc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hard cut to down in the garage. You want to take a VL1 Night Splicer into the reclamation dirt? What's the matter with you?
Well, yes, but we want to, make it a little bit more battle ready, and that's where you come in, Glitch. Provided, of course, that you're interested in cutting a deal. Snip, snip.
Flo, is this because I made those modifications to your courier bike? Is that why you brought these programs here to me? And she's just like, yeah.
It was slick work. It's a fancy bike. Like it a lot.
So, okay, what kind of modifications are you looking to make to this thing?
Well, if you were us and you wanted to win the Derby, what would you do for a crew of 3 to kick the most ass?
She starts to kind of walk around the Night Splicer. Well, it's a very fast car, so you're probably going to be getting past everything that could, and everything's going to be chasing from behind you. So I would probably take a lot of this. She starts to kind of tinker around, this, a lot of the bits are up here on the front where the engine is.
It is crazy how fast this is happening.
I mean,
before
it's
our
all
very eyes.
programs. It's all,
Well, okay, yeah, Brett's not impressed. I'm impressed.
I mean, it's cool, but it's a video game, It's like the rules don't matter. The physical rules don't matter. You think that's air you're breathing now?
I'm allowed to be dazzled.
Well, yeah, that's probably what I would do. Fine-tune the engine, make it run really fast, try to keep everything in your rearview mirror, and, just blast at it from behind you.
So, out of character question. Is this a race, or just it's like, and the fact that we're going in a ring, or is it that rollerball where we're in a ring, going in a ring in one direction, and then just who dies first, or is it literally an open arena, crash?
It is an open arena where you're just everybody's starting
Free for
on
all.
different
Gotcha,
sides,
okay.
and then you're just going
gotcha.
and you're trying to blow each other apart to get the bits off of.
Just want to be
the other
clear.
But
vehicles.
we're
Yes.
gonna haul ass,
Right.
And people are gonna be behind us,
Yeah.
because we're gonna be going so fast.
Because speed is certainly an advantage we have. You could almost hug the outside ring because of the speed alone. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So if we're like on the outside ring for just going as fast as we can, if we outpace most people, for them to try to even line up on us, even if you're in from the center, like, oh, we're going to cut them off. It's like the way you time it, that'd be really difficult for them, I'd imagine. But whatever. We'll see when we get in there. It's going to be a whole other...
Hey, Glitch, do you know where I could get function modification for marksmanship?
Function Oh, yeah. Let's see. Probably down. Guns R Us. No. Program guns. No. The phaser bank. You could go down to the. No, that's a stupid name.
What is the math blasters?
Math blasters.
Shoot.exe.
Go down to Duck Hunt. Or Shooting Gallery. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah.
Go down to Ski Free. Oh my God.
Ski Free.
Maybe for piloting.
Yeah.
No, so, alright, she's like, well, functions are usually something, it's something that's part of your programming. It's not, something like you can buy and sell. I mean, a user might be able to plug that in for you, but I'm not sure that's, unless you're like some kind of a virus or something. I mean,
No. Sorry, yeah. Sorry to give you that impression. Obviously not. Oh boy, I gotta really watch what I say.
Yes. See if Eric could do something. He's a user.
That's true. I start typing to Eric like, "Hey, bud. Is there any chance that you can identify the Gwen X program and give a marksmanship boost
Or a driving boost.
or a piloting boost?"
I know this meta joke is for us in this time period, but not in 1997, but I was waiting for Glitch to say it's like, mind tricks don't work on me, only bits. I bet on the devil. He always wins.
Okay. Eric says, I could possibly do that, but do you really want me to be modifying your code like that?
Fuck if I know. What's the worst that could happen? And I kind of mean that really. Like, really, what's the what? It either works or it doesn't, or it scrambles your brains.
Yeah, let's see. I could say, like, I've already modified my code plenty, bud. Give me those gun skills, please, PLZ. I'm provided, of course, like, so, like, this is, like, a reasonable, like, is this a logical path, or are we cheating now?
I don't know. I mean, it's if he can. I mean, how good of a programmer is he? I don't even know.
I don't know. He stole a bunch of money from a bank when he was a child.
Yeah, that's true. But
18 years old.
Okay. He's not quite zero cool. My mistake.
Feel better modifying an existing function rather than creating a new one.
Okay.
That's a good point.
That's a fair point.
My marksmanship's okay.
I say, all right, no worries, and yeah. Well, I just don't know what I'm going to be doing, because I'm not good at any of this stuff. Moral support. I could do that.
You could be using your memory reclamation function to be gathering up the bits that are falling off the vehicles.
Oh, that's true. I'm into that. Okay.
So then here's a potential plan. If Gwen isn't particularly confident about marksman or piloting, you can be like rear gunner, whatever, as we go. I guess Flo should be driving first because she's probably the best. So once we take out enough of these vehicles, we could try and hijack other vehicles. What do you got?
I've got it. I know how to do my thing for this project.
Uh-huh.
So I have great repair. I've got good tech. I have an awesome physique, great stamina. I can just, like, I can be outside, like, physically like, gathering those bits, like scraping them up and like
Repairing our vehicle as we go.
Repairing our vehicle, souping it up, whatever we need to do. Like, I actually have the know-how in this digital realm to
that's a great idea.
To do
that work.
To be a black thumb.
Once we're out there actually collecting the bits, you can be actually making our vehicle better while we're driving it around, building the plane while it's in the air.
Oh, hey, repairing the plane while it's crashing.
Well, she can also be adding other things to it.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. Imagine you break off a turret from another vehicle or something.
Yeah, put it on that one.
You could pick it up and you could attach it, and we might have to start small and
so if we start
gradually work our way up. But
we start with flow driving, me shooting, and you making sure we got the power.
And I got the touch.
Yeah.
Because I got the memory reclamation. Cool.
There we go.
That's a good plan.
What are the names we're registering under?
We've so far not done particularly good with deception here. We can blend
you
in,
can't just say I'm Gwen X and I'm Rev X and this is and this is Flow and we're driving the thing. And,
because they'll be like, well, you're not driving programs,
right, or even
game
whatever,
programs or whatever the fuck we are.
This is our chance to say this. We're Racer X and Team Racer X or some shit, and then you know what I'm saying, like just because we can't be too obvious of
Team Rad Racer.
As long as I'm not Chim Chim, everything's great.
Right.
I don't know. You want to be Rad Racer? You want to be Racer X? What do you want to do?
Well, I mean,
Brett?
there's three of us. We're a team, so it's it's got to be a team effort. But I would say just to keep it in the.
Also, I mean, like, someone might point out that, like, Gwen X did just win a car that didn't look like this, but was this very specific, very fancy car.
Right.
Well, so you wanted to take it to the Reclamation Derby. That's your prerogative.
Yeah, someone else is driving it. I'm just hanging out.
Yeah, you're the sponsor.
Yeah.
What will be a good pseudo team name to enter under? The car. The name of the car's got to be the Black on Black.
I don't know what that is.
That's Mad Max.
Okay.
That's what everyone calls this car, the Black on Black.
Did they call it that in the first 3 films?
Yeah.
Okay.
Specifically, it was a non-Fury Road reference of Mad Max.
Okay. Just checking. It's been a minute.
What's a gladiator demolition derby sounding?
Let's see.
The Hot Wheels.
Splice of life.
Old Splice.
Is there a Genesis song reference here that you can go with?
Let's see. Duke, Domino, Abacab,
Follow you, follow me.
Silver Rainbow.
Everyone, all the programs. What the fuck is a rainbow?
Throwing it all away.
That's what we're gonna be doing because we don't know what we're doing.
Easy come, easy go. With the fucking, we got a fancy car. We're gonna smash it. It's fine.
The ABBA cab. You're the cab that plays ABBA. You're a drum program.
I like the ABBA cab because of like the cab part.
Yeah, when it gets down to us and Devil's car, it's just it's a duel between the final two. As a bit of intimidation, we install new speakers and blast out Dancing Queen, and everyone's like, that's a gutsy move, to play, like, establish dominance.
There's a song in Lamelies down on Broadway called "Riding the Scree," so we could be the Scree. It's meant to be this like unless I'm mistaken, because it gets really surreal at that part of the narrative. It's kind of like a supersized blackbird, as the song goes. Unless the Scree is a river. Anyway,
didn't the guys, I can never remember the characters' names. The guys on Miami Vice who were always the ones doing the
Zito and Switek.
Yeah. Do they have like a team name they've done? Like, is there like do they ever operate under a?
Well, they operate out of that bug zapper like
Yeah.
roach van, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's
That wouldn't make
I don't think
sense.
it wasn't a cute name there.
Why is this the hardest thing?
It's all you're doing, man. It's your choice. What do you want to do?
I'm like Hot Wheels. I don't know. It's a toy. It's easy. I don't know, but it's
Master Blaster.
Master
Thunderdome.
Blasters?
I don't know. You're already on a Mad Max kick.
Yeah, I already am. I mean, it's a demolition derby. We don't know what more you want.
Well, I mean, like, okay. What about Frankenstein from Death Race 2000?
What is is there a fancy name? Another name for the turtle van?
Let's see.
How about we're just the Krang?
Yeah. That's
The Krang.
that. I mean, think about what you're saying though. Like
They don't know. They don't know anything.
well, we don't know. I mean, like we
Sounds
don't-
scary.
We're maybe a little too old for that, but also like Krang, insofar as anybody would know at this moment in time, is only associated with the bungling idiot like on the cartoon show.
Sure, I guess.
Because otherwise, in the comics, it's the Utroms. So
We're the rock steadies.
or the Bebops.
Just as bumbling, yeah.
We could be the Technodrome.
Technodrome. All right, that's it. We're Team Technodrome driving the black on black.
Sure. None of that makes sense. Let's
Doesn't
do it.
matter.
It
It's
sounds
just,
rad.
It just sounds cool, and we'll command respect.
Team Technodrome. Okay. All right. So, so you head to the stadium or the Coliseum, and you register the black on black from Technodrome as there. And
A sticker from Glitch's Garage slapped on it. Like,
yeah, sponsored by Glitch. As you're sort of looking around, you're seeing the stadium with the crowd all around you, and you are inside sort of like a force field bubble almost that does allow you to potentially drive like on the walls and even on the ceiling if you had the ability to do that. So
right.
if you imagine kind of like the stadium from Rocket League, it's kind of similar to that.
And that's if we had the ability to do that. We do not have the ability to do that.
Yes, gravity is still in effect, so you would have to have some kind of anti-gravity function or something like that
Right.
to be able to stay like, or a function that gives you like sticky tires or something like that. And you can like bank on the walls.
4-point seatbelts at least, right?
Oh yeah, you got a harness.
You got a harness. I don't know. I might have something else going on because I got to move, you know?
Yeah, you've got one of those bungee things on you, like in Fury Road, where the guitar player, you just bounce back if you get knocked around.
Great. Let's go.
Upside down, just dangling. Like.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Brett, you have your rifle. Flo is behind the steering wheel. And Gwen, you've got your wrench ready to
Twirling
make
in my
repairs or
fingers.
modifications. Okay. So the crowd is here. You're rolling out. All the cars are coming out. And you see, like, you've heard stories about Devil. Devil pilots the remnants of a recognizer, like the top of it, that has been mounted
Jesus.
to, like, big tires.
Oh, fuck.
And it has, like, 2 large cannons on the front of it.
No.
And there's a whole bunch of other vehicles that are kind of lined up all around you. They're all pretty heavily modified, but you see at least a dozen or so light cycles, 5 to 10 light runners, and a couple of tanks.
Didn't know we'd be fighting a team of Decepticons.
But you have the secret weapon. You are users, and you can take what you're reclamating along the way and patch things together. So, whereas other programs won't be able to do that, you'll be able to keep modifying as you're going and getting bigger and bigger. So,
Oh, boy, they're going to call us out on our shit.
Be subtle. Be subtle. Yes, and.
as you're getting ready, all of a sudden, the race is about to begin, and you hear the announcer come on.
Games. Reclamation Derby.
I put a hand on Gwen's shoulder.
Programs. Start your engines. 10,
I checked my seatbelt.
9, 8, 7,
Flo kind of like starts to rev the engine a little
5,
bit.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Thanks for listening to City of Demons. Head to patreon.com/Omniverse Media to support this and other surprise RPG experiences. Also, join the Omniverse Discord server at omniverse.media/Discord.